So how long? It was 4 years. Yeah, we made like many expedition plan, but at the end we made only three. Two went down because of the COVID situation, and then we had to postpone one more year because of the COVID again. So 4 years in total.
It's just phenomenal stuff that we watch in this movie. It's why do you guys do this? Is it where is the thrill? Is the thrill the danger, the heights, the speed? What is the thrill?
Well, from my side, it's definitely not the danger. The thrill is really to go into those mountains to explore and to see if we can push our own limits. And it's really what's really cool about our sport is if you do all the decisions right, at the end you're gonna get a super nice run in Pakistan, which is just like emotionally much stronger than skiing a slope here in Zermatt. And that's like, for me, that's like, yeah, what drives me. Yeah.
I mean, it's your relationship to your sport, right? I mean, it's why what drove you to do this, to become this type of skiers, Jérémie?
Yeah, from the beginning, it's been a natural evolution, I would say. I'm living in the mountains in a small ski resort. So since the age of 2 or 3, I was already on my skis. And then after that, the evolution's been like pretty natural until now. I've been doing, alpine skiing through the gates. After I've been competing in freeriding, I just wanted to discover more and more every year, improving in the same time my skiing. And then yeah, if I look back, it's been really like a slow evolution every year. And then now we are even higher than the Alps. So yeah, I think we are curious together. And then the cool things, and I think what's really pushed me on my skis, it's yeah, to have been lucky enough to meet such a guy like Sam, because we meet each other on the freeride world tour, and then since then we push together a little bit higher.
How did you guys meet?
Well, we meet on the qualifier, freeride world tour qualifier, on a competition over 11 years ago, where I was, yeah, like he describes it in a movie. Jérémie describes it like I was tumbling down the whole face, and he was actually winning that day. So that's how we met. And of course, when you're from the same region, you speak together, and at the end it was like cool to see that there is an interest of somebody else in that sport. And then we got to the freeride world tour, and we were traveling for almost 4 years together. So that was like a first bound there. And then of course we had this vision to go with speed into the mountains. And it's not like we find every day a good partner for what we want to do, because it's really limited to the skiers around us. And also, yeah, it's just good to have a motivated guy somewhere around here that it's not only following, that is also pushing.
So watching this movie, you guys are going up. What is the angle? What angle can you do? You're almost doing 90. What can you do? I mean, you can't do more than 90 if you're going to ski on it, right?
No, you can't do more than 90. But you could almost like put your elbow out and just touching the face when you're standing straight. No, it's a little, I would say a little less under 60 degrees, something like that.
And what speeds can you reach at that, with that angle?
Yeah, that's Heitz is the master of speed. So
come on, Sammy. No, we don't know really, because it's the same with the steepness and the speed we go. It's some things that we don't really check when we go to such a playground. But few years ago, they were putting GPS things in our backpack during a competition in Verbier during the Freeride World Tour, and they saw 120, 130 kilometer. So yeah, I think we were not as fast as this, because we had to ski a little bit, you know, with some reserve in such a country like Pakistan, Peru, because the rescue are definitely not the same. So we need some reserve under our foot to to react if there is like surprises and things like this.
And the film is full of surprises, at least.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about one of the characters in the film. His name is Mika. Who was he? I mean, you guys are the principal. You two are the principal characters. How much crew do you have with you? And I guess they have to be really good skiers themselves, or at least mountain climbers themselves, right? Can you talk about that? About the crew that it takes to shoot this?
Yeah. So if we speak just of Mika. Mika is a guy who is living just down there. So he just bought a flat in the mountains. He's from Finland. He's working in Zurich, and then every weekend he was like doing the travel to come in the mountain. He happened a lot of line here in my region. First descent on ski mountaineering, steep skiing. And then one day we meet on the resort there. He was doing picture already. And then we, naturally again, try to walk together for a few days, a few hours on the slope. And then it's how it begins. And then when we start to think about this project, we needed like people who can follow us in the mountains. Especially people that we don't need to take care about. So when we go in such a country, an objective like this with Sami, we really need to concentrate on ourselves, on our objective, and not paying any attention to the other guys, because we are like super confident that they are super skilled in the mountain. And then we have also mountain guys that are friends of us, super strong guys that can, travel by themselves in the mountain again. So it's been like a selection, pretty hard selection of people to join this crew to make a success in terms of relation during the expedition, because we never get in a fight or some things like this. It was like pure pleasure to work with these people.
Well, there's this. Mika has this accident in the film. How almost kills him. How common? I mean, it's a very dangerous sport what you're doing. How common are accidents like this?
Well, for us, it was like the first time that we have had an accident like this on an expedition, and we are doing now everything that it was also the last time. I'm working on the mountain rescue, but it's, of course, like our sport is dangerous, but we cannot push like too far. And of course, the Mika's accident was really like yeah, think changing our decisions also later on the third expedition then. Yeah.
You know, this sports, as illustrated by Mika's story, really puts you in touch with your mortality. I mean, every time you go up on the ski, you are aware that you're running in danger. How do you feel about that? I mean, you must be reconciled with that.
Well, it was also the meaning or the purpose of the movie that we show the reality, because the problem we have right now in social media and all that stuff is that the community is always showing the good side, always the magnificent, crazy stuff, but never the other side of the coin. And that's important to also speak to the younger generation, to tell them, look, what we do is cool, but you also have to be really careful out there, because otherwise, yeah, you're gonna hit the wall.